All right, everybody. We are back. Last session, you all continued your search through the Witchlight Carnival, attending different events, and generally trying to figure out what you could about the things that you had lost. You first started at the feasting orchard, at the feasting yards, where you participated in a pastry eating contest for the record books, consuming considerably more than any other patron, and freaking out quite a fair number of them in the process. After this festival had concluded, after this contest of constitution had concluded, I love alliterations, you met someone interesting. Your mysterious benefactor became slightly less mysterious when she introduced herself to you all. The halfling carrying a lute approached you all and introduced herself as Eliwick Tumblestrum. Eliwick informed you that there was forces at work here in this carnival pulling you towards a conclusion that you may or may not have had much power to resist, saying that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have secrets that need to be revealed, and generally letting you all know that she was on your side and that she would help you however she could in any way that she could. But yeah, Eliwick Tumblestrum conversed with you all for a little while before heading on her way, and you all doing the same. Your next stop was at a few different stalls, and as well as the Gondola Swans, where you had some enlightened conversation with one of the swans. Continuing through, visiting other attractions, you did, after the Gondola Swans, meet with another one of these incursions, another one of the events that seems to be plaguing the Witchlight Carnival at present. Incursions into dark realms where pieces of these mysterious dark places overlap onto certain sections of the carnival, spewing forth beasts of various varieties. Luckily, though, this one was just scared and confused, and although possibly dangerous, malicious was certainly not something that could be attributed to this creature. And so he was taken in by the Witchlight Carnival, asked to be brought to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light for introduction. After this, you all continued on your way all the way across the park to the Mystery Mine, where you faced your darkest fears and came out braver for the experience on the other side. You all then made your way to the Pixie Kingdom, where you met with a couple of the other carnival hands who were in charge of this location. Jeremy Plum, a pixie with a gruff voice and a rather surly attitude, approached you all. Jovial as he was, he did inform you all that in order to enter into the Pixie Kingdom, you had to acquire for yourself a pixie name. Hey, so welcome in. Let me change you from Mossrot real quick here. Just finishing up our recap.
Glad you made it.
I'm just picturing Mossrot at this.
Oh my god, Mossrot would have the best time at the carnival. She would probably get kicked out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, now, outside of the Pixie Kingdom. Oh, what was that, Ace?
It's not her fault. Pixies are a delicacy.
No! Don't eat the pixies! Okay,
the pixies!
Mossrot is not allowed at the Witchlight Carnival. There's gonna be like, after her very first visit, there will be signs and like posters everywhere. No admittance. So, you all approach the Pixie Kingdom. A copse of oak trees sheltering a miniaturized fairground. This oak tree, massive in proportions, several square feet inside, and at its heart, a recreation of the Witchlight Carnival with some omissions and additions. At the heart of this miniaturized fairground, a hamster runs inside a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. Jeremy Plum once again welcomes you all in, just as, fresh off of her performance at the Big Top, Aura rejoins you all.
Hi guys.
Hey,
How'd it go?
sis.
How'd it go?
I mean, standing ovation, pretty well. I think one of my best shows yet.
Oh, wow. I'm sad we got to miss it.
You guys weren't there?
No, we weren't. We were busy fighting a shark.
But I told. Wait, what time is it in?
In game
In-game?
time, it is currently just before the Big Top Extravaganza, so I forget the exact time that we appropriated onto this, but you've been at the Witchlight Carnival for 3 hours.
Oh, not again. I told you guys the wrong time.
Oh,
Oh gosh. Wait, you were fighting a shark?
Well, fighting more like
It bit me.
it bit him. We were fighting and then we talked things out.
He kind of deserved it, though.
No, he was
No,
just
I
this
didn't.
little scared fella.
I just sit down on like a bench.
He was a
Then they
scared
wouldn't let me
fella.
keep stabbing it.
It was it was Revan's fault for bleeding, okay? He was just going off of instincts.
Mistakes were made.
Yes, but we talked our way out of it, and he was turned out to be nice. And Mr. Witch, or was it Mr. Light?
That was Mr. Light. Mr. Witch. I'm sorry, it was Mr. Mr. Witch, I believe. The deep voice.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Witch took him in, and all is fair in love and war.
Oh, that's good. Mr. Witch will give him a home. I mean, they did for us.
But now, I guess you need to pick a pixie name.
Which reminds me, what is everyone's pixie names to remind everybody?
Jelly
go
bean.
Flippy Flop.
Hank's was Sugar Bunny Fluffy Toes.
Buttercup
I do not recall mine. I think it was Buttercup Lemon Wing.
Lemon Wing. That's amazing. So, Aura, Jeremy Plum, the gruff little pixie man, would fly up. All right, Aura, you know the drill. Need a pixie name if you're gonna enter the Pixie Kingdom. So what'll it be this time?
Coriander, Spice Willow.
Oriander Spice.
Wow.
Well done. Hello, everybody. Is everyone ready to enter into the Pixie Kingdom?
Woo!
Yeah.
He then, in the end of commercial disclaimer voice, very quickly runs off a list of things that include Witchlight Carnival is not responsible for bodily dismemberment, consumption, consumption of or consumption by creatures or things or objects that are within the Pixie Kingdom, various other things of that nature.
Wow.
No worries.
Yeah. I didn't realize this was such a liability.
He kind of shrugs and says, one person is taken off by a honeybee and suddenly it's paperwork.
No, typical.
So, with that, Jeremy Plum flies above you all, pulls out a pouch and sprinkles a bunch of pixie dust all over the top of you all. Gets everywhere.
Ridiculous.
And suddenly,
What color is the pixie dust?
various different colors.
Okay. So definitely not pink then.
There is pink bits in there.
Hmm.
There's also like midnight black bits in there, if that makes Gas feel any better.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, no, she has pink pixie dust, so I was trying to figure out if she could like
Ah,
snoop that.
interesting. Okay. Well. Yep. This one is multicolored. Directly from Jeremy Plum's pixie pouch. And
Oh.
yeah, that did sound a little wrong, didn't it?
Mhm.
Just a little.
Pouch of pixie dust. There we go. That's a better way to put it. But yes, you all shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink, and as you begin to shrink, you are lifted up magically and placed onto the outer ring of the stump at the heart of this massive oak tree. And in front of you, the miniaturized carnival splays out. The Pixie Kingdom is a tranquil oasis compared to the rest of the bustling carnival. Far less people mill about in these halls and in these roads. The air is filled with aromas of blackberry wine and flower blossoms, and there are 8 brightly painted doorways nestled into the bark of the base of the surrounding trees that grow out of the center of this little tree. As you all make your way in, one of the pixies flies up to you. She greets you all, says, "Welcome in, everyone. My name is Honeymint. It's a pleasure to have you all. There are many, many things to do and things to see here. There is, of course, our famous hedge maze. And any time that you wish, you may ride Pinecone." And as she says that, you know one of those like mini pugs? Like shrunk down little pugs? It comes bounding out from around a corner and comes to a skidding stop in front of you all, panting.
Oh my god.
Huge black eyes looking down at you all. Pinecone is very excitable, but he is quite entertaining. The longest anyone has been able to maintain standing atop his back is 12 seconds. If any of you can do better, you earn a prize.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
He says, very well, very well. There are many other things to do. Whenever you are prepared, you may take a ride on Pinecone. But there's also the Ferris wheel, run by our very own Biscuit. And as he says that, as your guide says that, you see at this very heart of the Ferris wheel in the center of this miniaturized carnival, which is now full size to all of you, is a hamster running in circles. And it pops up, says, "Hey guys!" You hear a bunch of people shout and scream as the Ferris wheel suddenly stops because the hamster decided to greet you all.
What's the hamster's name?
Biscuit.
Biscuit. The ride?
Oh, right, sorry. And he starts going again.
I just give him 2 thumbs up and like a week's eye twitch, like very straight faced.
All right. So, what would you all like to do here first in this miniaturized carnival? There is
Not go on the Ferris wheel.
there's you sure? There's the Ferris wheel. There is Pinecone, and
Pinecone.
Of course there are many different food stalls and drink stalls. Cucamelon sandwiches and thimbleberry tarts inside of many of the stalls, and they are handed out for free here.
Aura would go get one of those. I'm tired. I just performed. I need some food. I need to like sit down because I was just swinging through the air. So I'm just gonna grab something to eat while I see everyone try their shot at Pinecone.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Pinecone. I'm gonna make friends with Pinecone, and we're gonna be best friends, and he's gonna follow me around.
I feel like Gast would be trying to have a very serious conversation with Pinecone. Like,
There he is, like one of those guys.
Oh.
So Pinecone, Gast, among many of the other animals, is not awakened. So when you walk up to him and try to talk, he kind of just like flops his head to the side, his tongue lolls out.
That is not going to deter her from being like, okay, Pinecone, this is how it's going to go. like she's talking to it like it's a people.
I'm gonna stay on there for
His
13
head
seconds.
tilts back and forth every few sentences. As soon as you're done talking, he licks you it's not like he is like twice your size, right? So like you are quite drenched by the time he finishes.
I take this as he is in agreement with me.
His expression remains unchanged, but yes.
Nothing
Well, we
going on in
can't let the
there.
others know. We can't let the others know. It's fine.
Fantastic. So anyone that would like to attempt a ride on Pinecone can attempt a dexterity check. Acrobatics
Heck yeah.
or athletics. Either one will do. It is 2 consecutive checks.
For my attempt, can I try and do an animal handling first to make it easier on?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going first. Okay, I got a 23 on my animal
So
handling.
with your 23, Zampano, with your 23, you can tell that Pinecone is very excitable, but he's not exactly a bucking bronco at the moment. With a 23, you can probably determine that it might be best to watch somebody else go first.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
You
All
see
right.
Zephyr
Oh, go ahead,
in the back
go ahead.
raising his hand. Me! The overly excitable bard.
Okay, man. All you.
Well, by all means.
Alright, sorry. First one. Boom.
Okay, fantastic. So, Zephyr, as you climb up onto the back of Pinecone, holding on tightly, you see him kind of still has that dumb expression on his face, and then you see one of the pixies fly out in front of you, and she holds up what looks like a little biscuit. Pinecone immediately freezes. Like stone still, eyes fixed on the treat. Your guide looks around, and Honeymint rears her arm back, and Zephyr, you can feel Pinecone like tense, all the muscles just suddenly cord up. And she throws it, and he goes off. Your first dexterity check is very successful. Now we need a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oof.
Boo.
So you manage to hold on for a couple seconds and then are flung clear off of Pinecone's back. You go flying through the air, and as you approach the ground, you see a pair of pixies wave their hands, and a thick bed of flowers appears directly beneath you for you to maintain a safe landing. A few moments later, Pinecone comes trotting back, munching on his treat.
Oh,
That was rough.
a little silly.
So Zompano.
Or is like
go ahead,
on
yeah.
the bench, just like laughing, like. That's it. I'm just laughing at my brother making a fool of himself.
As one does.
So Zompano.
Love you, bro.
Now with this information in hand and seeing the preparations and seeing how Pinecone reacts, you will not have disadvantage on your dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't you dare hurt this little
Pinecone,
fly.
no!
Pinecone is a treasure.
My bad.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics or athletics, whichever you prefer, is your first one, and then a dexterity saving throw for the second one, as Honeymint flings the treat.
Kabam. Oh no.
No good. You are yeeted off of Pinecone on the first. It's like you're standing up there, like preparing, like, okay, I know this. This is gonna how this is gonna work. This is how. And then flung off for as soon as he goes.
Pinecone, I thought we had a connection.
Pinecone is food motivated.
And up I go.
All right, who's next?
I suppose I will give it a whirl.
Fantastic.
So acrobatics first.
Yes. So Revan solemnly climbing up the back of Pinecone. Fantastic.
Oh, crap! I double clicked.
It's fine. You guys
Does not
both
matter
saying
if
same
it's
times.
saying either way.
So Revan, Pinecone shoots off like a jet across the tree trunk interior. You managed to hold on for the initial blast. Now we need that dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Oh no!
I will go. I will go ahead. And
It
take
will.
that
It would
just
only
for a second.
cancel it out, unfortunately, which would still leave you at a 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what?
Okay.
If you want to use your sessional for
Oh,
Pinecone.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, if you want to, I will totally give you that crit. All right, fantastic. Gast, are you gonna throw your hand in?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Gast is wondering, would she be allowed to use her cloak to blindfold Pinecone?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotta
You see Honeymint kind of stroking her chin contemplatively as you do this. She looks around, and as the other people in attendance kind of look, and she says, "We never said there was rules, just that you had to stay on him."
She's going to rub Pinecone's ears and to tell him he's a good boy. And oh god, it's gonna hurt.
Fantastic. So this time, Honeymint. Hold on to that 19. No, hold on to that 19. But so Honeymint holds up the tree, and this time, instead of Pinecone's muscles instantly tensing, you see his nose kind of flick to one side and the other. You see his nose beginning to twitch as he is sniffing at the biscuit, at the treat. And then this time, Honeymint throws it, and you see Pinecone's ear kind of tilt up to the side. He can hear that something just happened, and then it thuds off in the distance, and he kind of like tenses like he's gonna run off in that direction, but then sticks his face into the ground and slowly creeps across the ground until he gets to the biscuit. Gast, you can make your dexterity saving throw at advantage.
Dex saving at advantage. 13?
A 13 gets you considerably farther than your compatriots, but as Pinecone is getting closer, he begins to speed up until he enters a full trot, at which point you then fall off.
Okay.
You made it farther than anyone else, but still did not beat the record.
Okay.
Womp.
Awesome.
Or it just claps from the bench. Golf clap.
Why don't you try? You're so acrobatic.
What do
I
you
am
mean?
going-
Just got off performing. Can't I just relax?
But I want to see you do it.
Okay. I walk over and can I take, because this is how my outfit is, I untie my skirt and I do the same thing that Gas did, and I blindfold Pinecone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I take my cloak off his eyes and tell him he's a good boy.
Awesome.
I kind of just come over, do the same thing, like petting him, like, good boy, Pinecone, it's Aura.
Right.
Hey. And give him a little kiss on the nose and a boop on the snoot and blindfold him. And I'm like, you ready, boy? Let's show him.
All right. He's a little more ready for it this time. A little more prepared. He's seen this trick before now. So, go ahead and make your acrobatics check, or athletics. I'm assuming it's acrobatics. Oh, fantastic. So, normally, you would have disadvantage on your dexterity saving throw, but you blindfolded him, which gave Gast advantage. But since Pinecone is used to it now, would have simply given you a straight roll. But since you have such a firm grip and have such good footing on Pinecone as he takes off, not quite as fast as he did for the visual treat tosses, you can make your dexterity saving throw not a disadvantage.
We are failing.
Getting all the low rolls out of the way early, it's fine. Everything is fine. Aura, Pinecone may not look like he's got a whole lot going on, but he caught on to this ploy very quickly. He
Who's
just
a
this
smart
time
dog?
put his nose down, put his nose up, and then took the fuck off in the direction. This time he's running through like stalls and stuff, crashing through things, all apprehension gone. And as several people dodge out of the way and he trips over a table, that is when you are yeeted from his back.
When I'm yeeted from his back, can I make another acrobatics check to do like a cool backflip or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that 19.
Fantastic. Why don't
Just
you go
for
ahead
shits and giggles.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and describe how your landing went? It went very well.
Yeah, so I basically do like almost like a swan dive backflip that as he's like leaping, you said he's like crashing through a table.
Uh-huh.
So as he's like crashing through this table, people flying, getting thrown around, I just like use the momentum of his leap to like propel me backwards and do a like triple somersault and just land very softly and gracefully on my tippy toes.
Fantastic. All right.
And my hair is just like blowing in the wind. That's just like moving around me aimlessly, like, oh.
Nice. Very cool. All right, everybody. So, Honeymint flies on over to you, her pixie wings buzzing as she floats down in front of you all. And says, "Good job, everybody. No record breakers today, but you all performed admirably. I'm sure Pinecone could use a bit of a rest right now, so why don't you all continue enjoying the Pixie Kingdom? And don't forget, we do have our hourly game of hide and seek in the Pixie Kingdom coming up.
Ooh.
Once again, an opportunity to win a Witchlight prize.
What are the rules for this game of hide and seek?
Well, there is the rules master, myself, and my assistants. And she looks around and she says, "There, Junebug will be our seeker." Junebug! And a portly pixie, wings sticking out of his back, barely seem to be able to support him as he flies over. And then he drops, and you almost feel the ground shake when he lands next to you all. He wears a great black suit with a green, shiny vest. "Hello. I take it you all
Hi.
shall be the hunted."
Oh,
Yeah.
you make it sound very scary.
The
I thought this was
Domina.
just
He says,
a game of hide and
"Jedi,
seek.
I've been working on it."
I just tie my skirt back on very tightly, like,
Oh, how will
I've been
we
trying
be
to make it
hunted?
sound more ominous. Hide and seek sounds like such a child's game, and we're trying to entertain as many people as possible here.
Okay. How will we be hunted? In
Well,
air quotes.
we'll be starting in about 30 to 40 minutes here. You have some time to enjoy the rest of the carnival, but when the time does come, you will simply hide anywhere within the Pixie Kingdom that you wish. Remember, exiting the Pixie Kingdom instantly ends the enchantment on yourself, so if you were to leave and try to hide elsewhere, well, you wouldn't be hidden for very long. But that's it.
Ooh.
Oh.
You pick a spot, and you hide, and then I try to find you. The last one who remains hidden wins a Witchlight prize.
Ooh.
Sounds
Well,
so
I
just-
exciting.
I'm gonna look at Revan because I believe he is an excellent hider.
question.
Huh?
Would
Yes,
would we know Zephyr? Would we know if the big top extravaganza goes on at the same time as the hide and seek? Here at the
It
Pixie?
does not. It would actually
does
take
not.
place just after.
Just after. Okay, cool.
Everything's timed quite well here.
Ah, wow, it is. So we can always go to the big top and then come on back.
I meant the big top is after the.
Oh,
hide
the
and
big
seek.
top is after.
Yeah.
Okay, so reverse that. We can, yeah, it works out. I was just worried we would miss the big top show, and that's Aura's favorite.
Most certainly
part.
don't want to miss the big top show.
Favorite part.
No.
Especially, Aura, since you heard that tonight, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light will be attending.
Oh, she really wants to go because she wants the chance to perform for them so
Mhm.
bad.
And Not only this, but you also heard rumors that they may allow guests to perform as well in this special event this evening.
That sounds so
Ooh.
fun.
That is her dream. She loves when she gets to perform for Mr. Like, she's their biggest fangirl.
Awesome. So, there are a few other things to do here in the Pixie Kingdom. Go ahead, Revan.
I was just going to say that as we walk around, Raven's going to keep his eyes peeled for places to hide at.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make a perception check
For sure.
for Revan. All right, Revan. So,
Same as my passive, so
okay. So you have identified 3 different hiding spots that seem promising. There is a flower bed nearby. However, you can see the flowers gossiping between one another. There is a heron's nest up along one of the walls of the interior of this oak tree. The heron seems amiable enough. As you pass by it, it asks you about the weather.
Oh.
Most of the animals
Weird.
are awakened.
I converse with the heron about said weather.
So,
Can I go talk to the flowers?
sure.
I'm just gonna like lay next to them and just.
So as soon as you go and lay down next to them, they kind of lean over and they say, "Aura, did you hear about Candlefoot?"
Candlefoot.
"Yes, the mime Candlefoot." And the other flower comes in and says, "Well, go on, Poppy, you're such a gossip. You know Aura doesn't want to hear about that."
No. Go on. Tell me.
So then
What happened?
the
I haven't
flower
heard
that
yet. Is
just
he okay?
admonished the other leans in. She says, "Oh, well, if you really must know, it appears that
Mhm.
Candlefoot has lost his voice, just as he was about to profess his love for Palasha. Truly tragic."
Oh, we heard this.
I didn't hear this. This is news to Aura.
The swan was telling us about this.
Indeed.
Oh, really? Now tell me more.
Yes, he's gone over to the Hall of Illusions. He's simply taken up his old post there. No one seems to realize anything's wrong. You know, he is a mime, after all. It was kind of odd how much he used to talk, to be honest.
Really bad at his job.
He was an excellent mime. He just talked all the time.
Talked a lot. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you guys later, okay?
Bye.
And I just like float away.
Right.
Zephyr's definitely gonna look for a hiding place too.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. Ah, not bad.
You find a panel underneath Biscuit's wheel.
Ooh.
As you approach and spot it for the first time, Biscuit, "Hi, Zephyr!" As he runs in his wheel.
Yeah, I'm hiding. Shh.
It's not hide and seek where I'm yet, Zephyr. You say this is where you're gonna hide?
How long are you gonna be hiding for, Zephyr?
Don't tell him. Just
There's a
let
good
him
spot
do
right
it.
under my feet.
Zephyr's just gonna flip him off.
Never change, Biscuit. Never change.
Zephyr's just shaking his head.
Bye, Zephyr.
Well, now I know where I'm going later, I guess. Hopefully. That little butthole doesn't ruin it.
Oh, he will. He will.
I think he did.
That's the first place that the Seeker's gonna
That's
be
part of the
looking.
psych out, though. Everyone knows Zephyr would hide there now, so no one expect him to actually hide there now.
Oh, he's playing 3D chess here.
Hamster's over here playing the big game. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So. Right. So, there is only one attraction left in the Pixie Kingdom to do if you would like to do anything before the hide-and-seek game begins, and that is to explore the hedge maze of the Pixie Kingdom, the centerpiece at the center of this whole place.
And we haven't done Hall of Illusions or Snail Racing yet.
I'm talking about what's just inside the Pixie Kingdom. Right.
Oh, the Pixie Kingdom,
Yeah.
sorry.
Before we have to unshrink. So yeah, hedge maze.
So yeah.
Hedge maze, let's get lost.
Or you can hang out until it's time, or you can do whatever else you want, but the hedge maze is the only thing left in here.
Bad look.
Zephyr's just gonna continue trying to find a good place to hide.
Are there any prizes associated with the hedge maze?
Yes, completing it within a certain amount of time.
Oh.
So if it's allowed, Gas is going to tap Revan on the shoulder, say tag, and run into the maze.
Cool.
And then yell back over her shoulder, "No weapons!"
Well, you gotta respect the rules of tag. You gotta go after her.
I run after her.
I run into, trying to
I
get away
go
from Revan.
Fantastic. All right, everybody. So, interesting. Okay. I know this is a thing. Yep. I knew this would be a thing. All right. So, off the gun. Everybody, go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics checks as you all dart off into the maze. As you were first gassed, you have advantage. Whoa.
What's going on here?
I'm gonna reload.
I don't think that'll save you.
Fantastic. All
Maybe
right.
not for that round, but maybe for my performance later.
So, as you all head along into the hedge maze, Gast gets a solid lead, but Zompano does catch up pretty quickly. Zompano, you may attempt a unarmed strike for no damage against Gast.
Okay, I guess that's the same as my great club attack.
Ooh, I'm assuming a 9 is going to miss you, Gast.
Miss.
Fantastic. Gast proceeds deeper into the hedge maze, getting away from all. So, let's have everyone repeat your checks.
Can I do some sort of like survival check to see, like, not lose my way or something?
Yes, you can. Very nice.
Uh,
Oh, I see what
I
happened
would
here.
like
Okay.
to do the same.
Okay.
Survival just to keep track of where I'm at. Oh, that was terrible. But we'll do the acrobatics
that
check
be-
to see how well I keep up. Oh, that's terrible too.
Can't it be flopped? Why can't I have the crit?
There's always recessional.
Yes.
I used it
Oh,
Once
when
again,
I was doing my
Gast-
backflip.
Right? It was impressive backflip too.
Yeah, worth it.
Mm-hmm. So once again, Gast is way out ahead of you all, ducking and weaving through the maze. Revan, you are lost in the maze. Aura, you fall behind a bit, but have not become hopelessly lost just yet. Zompano, you once again catch up to Gast and can attempt a strike.
okay. Big money, no whammy. I don't think
Oh, whammy.
so.
Fantastic.
Is this to be my Sisyphean task? To always catch up but never hit?
Mm-hmm.
So she is giggling, like straight up giggling.
Giggling. That's creepy a little bit.
Aw. Aw.
No, it's not.
You are a creepy character. Look,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I don't think it's creepy.
oh, he's been this kind of a sort of sticker in the mud this whole
Fine.
time, and now she's having fun.
It's not a giggle then.
It's a
It's a heckle. Thank you. Now it's creepy.
now it's creepy.
I liked the giggle.
Right. Okay, everybody. Thoroughly embedded in the maze at this point. Wandering around. So, Zompano and Gast are together. The rest of you are kind of interspersed throughout the maze in different locations.
Yeah.
When you begin to hear a low buzzing sound.
Oh, bees.
Oh no.
Not the bees.
Not the bee! No!
They're in my
Not the
eyes.
bees! God, Nicolas Cage. That man's had one hell of a career. All right.
Why?
Not the
He's just gonna
bees.
yell out, Zephyr, that's not funny.
He's not even paying attention. He's looking for hiding spots.
He's not even in the maze.
As you all say that, you hear amplified throughout the entirety of the Pixie Kingdom, "Wasp attack! Evacuate!" And Honeymint flies down in between you all. All of you, make your way to the edges of the maze and exit as quickly as you can. Once you're big, these things will be harmless to you. The pixies and I will fight it off.
What? Wait.
We're not
What?
gonna.
Leave you.
Kind of stuck in a maze right now.
Or it starts heading back the way she came.
Oh, we
Like-
gotta finish this maze.
Fight the bees.
Honeymint
And-
whips around. She says, she looks back to you. You see concern in her eyes as she looks up. She looks back towards you all. You can fight them?
Yeah. Supposedly.
I'll help evacuate the
Try.
others. You keep them busy here. And then she shoots up her hand up into the air, and you see what looks like a little, almost like a stream of honey fly up into the air, and you begin to hear the wasps growing louder. She looks down, she says, "I hope you know what you're doing," and then flits off.
We don't.
Zephyr's running to his compatriots.
I need Aura,
Longbow time.
Revan, and Zephyr to all make survival checks. Honeymint just found Zompano and Gast,
Oh,
who are together. The other three of you.
I don't know
Aura.
shit.
Oh my
I suspect
god.
that will
I'm
do it.
dreaming of
Oh, wait, Christmas.
performing in the big top for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. That's all I can think about. I'm just going through different routines in my head.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Zephyr
suspecting that
and
20 lets me know
Aura,
something.
you will sit out this first round. Revan, hearing this and seeing the beacon of honey that was shot up into the air, are able to locate your compatriots with ease. Roll initiative.
Oh, Jesus. That's really zoomed in.
Thought I was so much closer to them.
Me in the box, bud.
Aura, you will be essentially surprised for the first round. Is essentially
That's
how we're going to
fine.
run this mechanically. So you do not get an action on your first round, and you will start. You will start up there. I'm sorry. Zephyr and
no worries.
Revan are mixed up. Zephyr, you are down here. Revan, with your check, you pop in right in the middle of the action, right there. So, all right. Giant wasps, or just regular wasps for you both, for you all. Everybody in initiative? Revan, you are first.
Okay, given the distance, I'm just going to draw back on my longbow and take a shot at the one closest to me.
Awesome. 17 hits.
17 hit.
Jeez, it's huge.
11 piercing. Rolled max damage, so...
Yay.
Very nice.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah, right through the thorax.
And he notches another arrow, but he does not get to fire yet.
Gassed.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead, Revan. Was there anything else?
that was it.
Okay.
I'm going to stay right where I'm at.
Got it.
Since Revan racked it up, she's gonna try and take him down with her halberd.
10 is
Does
no
a 10
good.
hit?
It does not.
Okay.
The wasp dodges off to one side. Alright.
Okay.
Does bring us to the first wasp, who flies up straight at you, Zompano. Its stinger extended out in front of it. That is... Ooh! A 21 to hit.
Yikes.
Yeah, that hits.
Everything's rolling out in the open. There we go. 21 to hit for... Ooh. Considerable damage. 8 piercing to start, and I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is not good.
12 succeeds. You take no poison.
Yay! Yay! I'm at 3 hit points, guys.
Level 1. Level 1. All right.
Oh no.
Zompano.
We didn't rest at all
No.
at any point to get spells. Okay, I'm out of
I'm not.
spells. And I have no close range things other than...
Bonk.
Yeah, well, no, bonking's really bad. It's only +1. So I'm just gonna
Just
throw a
skill tag.
firebolt. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at disadvantage.
10 does not hit.
Yeah, I guess I could have disengaged, but you know, you live, you learn.
I mean, you learn. We'll see if the first part is true in a minute.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Zephyr.
Bye, guys.
Yes. I
Zompano.
just get to run, right? My
I mean, if you can get within range to do something, you can.
boom. Well, I don't know if I want to do the spells. How many spells do I have left? 1. We're gonna
Not
come
the
up
bees.
here, and we're gonna shock and grasp the bee.
Beat.
Yeah.
At advantage. 15 hits.
7.
Nice.
Poor beaker.
And it's a wasp. Bees are useful. Wasps are just evil sons of bitches.
Agreed.
I think I read somewhere that you could remove wasps from the ecosystem and, like, the planet would barely notice.
That will be my turn.
Alright. Wasp. Ghast. Wasp. I mean, maybe if you ask nicely, it'll just go away.
Please, Purse.
Jesus!
Do you mind fucking off?
It very much doesn't because that
Oh,
crits you.
Well. Fare thee well, y'all.
Oh no.
Alrighty, Ghast. So that is going to be 9 piercing, and I do need a Constitution saving throw from you. 20! Good! Alright, fantastic. Ghast. The stinger plunges into you and right out the other side, much like in that Futurama episode. I don't know know if anyone's ever seen it. Right out the other side, you all see a bunch of poison just erupt from the end of the bee's stinger, but none of it goes into gas, luckily. And with that, thoroughly wounded, Aura, unfortunately, you are surprised, unable to make it back to this quickly, at least. Which does bring us back around to Revan.
Help.
Help!
Which wasp looks the most damaged?
They're both about
The
equal.
one hanging out of me?
Okay, well then I will aim at the one closest first, and we're taking another shot. I will take that crit.
Fantastic.
I do not mind taking it whenever it's damage stuff.
It does hit. And that, you can
Ooh,
re-roll.
I rolled a 1.
Re-roll the
Crud.
1.
Re-roll the D8.
And I can tell you, you were 1 point short of killing it, so that does kill it no matter what.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Gassed with the
And,
angry
I
hornet's
will move
face,
here as-
like just inches from you, you see an arrow suddenly protrude out just a few inches out from the front of the head, and then it just drops in front of you.
And I'll launch another arrow, and I'll draw another arrow and start getting it ready to fire at this other one.
Gassed.
But I can't actually do it, but
Jesus, like, you couldn't have murdered it before it impaled me? And then she's going to strike at the one in front of Zampano.
12 just
did
hits.
you not see the arrow sticking out of it?
Yeah, a turn too late. 11 slashing.
Down it goes.
Yay!
I am wounded.
Where are the heals?
Fantastic. So, as this winds down, you see a few pixies flying through the air. They land in front of you. Wasp guts all over their weapons, spears and long pikes that they wield. They land near you all like they're ready to fight. Like, wow, you did it. You all have had experience in the Wasp Wars, have you?
Just wars.
What was that, Zephyr?
I said
Wars.
just wars.
Just
Wars.
not the Wasp
Has
Wars,
become
specifically
been
just
in the
other
middle of a
wars.
war.
No more fighting. We're done. It's over.
Or are we?
I mean, fantastic. The
Revan is
pixies
going to
all
recover
join
his
you.
expended arrows.
What was that?
Revan is going to recover his expended arrows.
Absolutely. So the little group of pixie
Even
soldiers.
while she's bleeding. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's actually in relation to your bleeding. The pixie soldiers do drop around you all and begin fussing over your wounds, thanking you profusely, saying that you lot took out the biggest of the biggest of the 6 that attacked, and if they had had to deal with these ones, they might have lost a pixie or 2.
Yeah, I knew it. I tanked that like a man. And at no point was
Me
I afraid
too.
of throwing fire at disadvantage.
They do provide you with several healing potions. We will say one potion of just one healing potion each.
I don't need mine, so someone can have mine.
Exactly.
Same.
Someone can utilize mine as well.
How much is a regular potion?
What is...
A 2d4 plus 2.
2.
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, plus 2. I'm at full.
Yay!
Okay, so
I'm almost at full, so that's pretty good.
Ace, that last
you wanna
wasp, if you had
utilize-
failed that con check, there would have been pixie priests coming to rescue your ass, not just the soldiers.
Terrifying.
So as she is now healed, it is very obvious Gast is like inching away from Revan. She's making sure she's not in reaching distance of the guy who's still it.
Aura runs up.
what
Sorry, I'm
what
late.
stuff is what stuff is Gast wearing? What
What do you
clothing
mean?
does she have on? Like, does she have like a cloak or anything of that nature?
Yeah, she's got a cloak on. Remember, her hood's always up.
Can he attempt to pin her cloak with a arrow shot to then tag her?
Oh.
That's the tag.
Make an attack roll.
Body parts.
That's why he's aiming for. That's why he's aiming at the edge.
No, that's not tag. You're a cheater.
No, he's pinning you down first, and then we'll tag you.
She ducked.
Oh.
You ducked, obviously.
She grabs your cloak at the last second.
Thud into the ground.
However, did successfully shoot the dirt.
Dirt successfully slain.
What did you ever? What did dirt ever do to you? God.
Dirt's got an AC of like 2.
How can you miss the dirt?
However, he then rushes to tag Gast.
Like this.
Shows
Do we have to roll anything?
Yes. Revan still being it. Let's see. Revan. Let's go ahead and get acrobatics and athletics from everybody again. Whoever is closest to Revan can make an attack at.
Oh!
Zephyr is just headed back out to the main area to continue searching for good hiding spots.
Oh.
Shit on.
What are we making? I'm sorry. Acrobatics?
Yep, acrobatics or athletics to avoid being tagged by Revan.
Haha.
Oh. Revan, you may make a melee strike against Gast.
Okay. That's just a
It would be
plus
1d20 plus proficiency
plus
plus
proficiency.
Rank.
dexterity if you want for unarmed strike.
Okay, so same as my short sword.
I feel like that's more Pathfindery rules for that, but it makes sense to me.
Oh,
Most people are proficient in, hitting people with their own hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feels
well,
bad, man.
well.
She
Feels bad.
baited him. She baited him. She waited till he was right there, and then she just like, Toro'd him. Toro. She's content.
Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. With that, the hide and seek game is announced. The hedge maze lowers several feet down so that you all can see directly over the top of it now. Or you were like one row away from everybody while this was all going on.
Hi, guys.
Well, there you are.
Yeah. I got lost. Big top.
Gaston's out there, like
Yeah.
covered with blood.
Where'd all that blood come from?
No, worry about it.
Inside me.
I think it's supposed to stay inside you.
There's no murder hornets around here at all.
Oh yeah, the hornets.
I'm
Did you guys?
fine.
You're fine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
Oh,
I was
no.
saying all the bleeding was internal. That's where it's supposed to be.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You're good, right? Do you need anything? Do you want me to grab you something? Do you like Mike and Ike's?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can I get your number?
You like my kids.
Aura's spitting right now, I guess. She's like, "You good? Do you need anything? You fine? I can get you something."
Is he big? Is he hefty?
Is he coming back?
I will
Is he
do
coming
that.
back?
I will do that all
Where
night.
your boyfriend? Where your boyfriend at?
Oh, that's like an old memory that you've unlocked.
Right, what is that from?
From Mad TV.
It's a skit.
Is it that niche?
Can I get your
Yeah.
number?
I know I've seen it
Yeah.
like many times.
It's a Mad TV skit. That's a French ass name, Yvonne.
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 My little croissant.
Oh my god, I think it just got like the like early millennial equivalent of memed so often that I just thought I saw it. But I don't think I've ever actually seen that. I know I've heard it many a time.
It is.
So
It is
good.
wonderful.
It's primo, just like early 2000s
Here you go.
energy.
Yeah.
There it is.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay,
Keep
I would
What,
listen to
like-
it right now, but the video would get flagged for copyright if I did, so I won't.
But are you good?
Gotten
Gas.
up to you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. The
Okay.
pixies healed me.
If you need something, I'm just let me know. I can grab it.
I'm good, but thank you.
Yeah.
Zampano was also nearly murdered.
Zamp, you good?
Yeah, I tanked it like a man. Did not cry at all.
And I just knowing Zamp because we've been working together for a while now. I just pat him on the back. Yeah, Zamp.
That I
Sure
just
you
like
did.
groan a little from the pain.
Zephyr,
just think-
Zephyr hands him a tissue.
I just hear him groaning, so instead of patting his back, I'm now just like doing the "oh, it's okay, buddy," like circle rubs.
Definitely didn't cry. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Ow. I still feel the sting.
Can I keep the stinger that went through me?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Can it? I asked the pixies if it will grow larger with us when we get back to our normal size.
They would say they're not really sure. They're not really sure how impaled objects will respond to the returning magic.
What happened to the
I'm
last
just gonna
person that
hide it in
died?
my belt.
You see the pixie kind of go pale. We don't like to talk about it.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's just say there
We
wasn't
are
much left
uncomfortable.
to make big.
Oh, okay.
I would like to hide now.
Yeah, let's hide and seek.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong can go during
Riven,
hide and
however,
seek.
is wondering about the tactical applications of this shrinking thing. Like, if you have a small area like this where you stay small and fire past the edge of it, does the arrow then regrow to strike someone on the outside?
The pixies kind of just like look at you like you're
Pixies may have
crazy.
never thought of this.
You know, just for asking the big questions.
He's not saying
here.
this out loud. Yeah, he's just wondering about it. I mean, you never know.
And you
Wait,
said
so
you
I-
didn't say this out loud, right?
I don't think he would say it out loud. I just figure he's probably just wondering about it.
Because if Hora heard him say that, she'd be like, "Just put that away," and just like puts your crossbow like on your back instead of like in your hand.
Haha.
All right, everybody. So, Junebug flies up. Portly pixie in the black suit and the green shiny vest flies up and says, "The hiding and the seeking shall commence." Now!
Ooh. Okay.
You just see us all just
Scatter! He casts a globe of darkness around himself, and all you see is hovering up maybe about 30 feet above the entirety of the area is this big globe of darkness. Junebug presumably at the center of it. Now, each of you may attempt a stealth check. Now, before you do so, anyone that wishes to hide under Biscuit's wheel, in the flower bed, or in the heron's nest have advantage on their rolls, as these are going to be... You know, obvious isn't always the worst, right? However, each one of these has a check involved with it. So, if you pass a charisma check to convince whoever you're hiding with to shut the hell up, you will have advantage on your roll. If you fail, you will have disadvantage.
I'm gonna hide with the flowers.
With the
You
flowers.
accept-
So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with Aura. So Aura, go ahead and make your charisma check first. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Ooh. So So we'll get to that in a second. So Aura,
I failed.
No. We don't know that just yet. We will see. So Aura, you have a 12, which means you can go ahead and make your stealth check at advantage.
Oh, nice. We're gonna have so much Shimosa after this.
A 20. Take note of that
Nice.
20, Aura.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'm
Can I?
going to Biscuit.
Who's next?
Zephyr's gonna go to Biscuit.
Okay. Zephyr, make a persuasion check. Ooh. Biscuit's very quiet. You may make your stealth check at advantage.
You're just standing.
Take note of that 10, please, Zephyr.
Of course.
And Zompano, sounded like you were ready to go.
Yeah, can I hide in the heron's nest? Can
may.
I even, instead of a persuasion check, could a animal handling be?
Negative. These are quite intelligent herons.
But they still have some instincts.
They are. You know what? I would say you can make an animal handling check, but the best that would give would be advantage on the persuasion check, because you still got to convince them to be quiet.
Okay, I will take that.
Okay, that's not bad enough to give you disadvantage. Just go ahead and make your straight persuasion check now.
Okay. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah, no.
You have disadvantage on your stealth check.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Or Zompano.
I wish I could turn into a fly.
6. Take note of your 6, Zompano.
We're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing
Pixie
great.
Kingdom.
So, Gast and Revan, there is plenty of places in Biscuit's Wheel, the Flower Bed, and the Heron's Nest to find another suitable place within these places if you would like to.
Gast is going to cast Disguise Self and get on the Ferris wheel with some rando.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Very smart.
13. Take note of your 13, Gast.
Okay.
And Revan.
I will attempt the heron's nest, which we'll just see what the dice say as far as the persuasion roll,
Okay.
because it's literally a +0.
Oh gosh. No one's persuading these herons.
I've got Biscuit persuaded real well.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe he'll even help me out.
I got the flowers on my
Boy.
side.
Fantastic. All right. So,
One
Well,
question before we go on,
uh,
DM. Oh, Hank first.
Yeah, do you want me to make another stealth check, since I kind of accidentally clicked it probably before you mentioned we needed to do the
yes, for some
persuasion?
reason I thought your 5 was your stealth check. Yes, you are good to go.
No, 5's my
Yes, so go ahead and make a stealth check at disadvantage, my
persuasion
bad.
one, since... Oh, well, come on, where you? I think you are.
These silly Good game.
What was it?
So these silly games have been the most fun.
I know, right? Stealth check at disadvantage from Revan. A 9.
So
Take note of your 9, Revan.
We were doing so well in all the other mini games.
So, Junebug finishes counting. The darkness
Really
is
quick?
dispelled. Yes, go ahead.
As I'm like laying down in the flowers, can I set the alarm spell around me?
I would say that it would require a sleight of hand check, or you know what, a second stealth check to do without being noticed.
Okay.
No,
never mind.
never mind. It would not be possible. It takes a minute to cast.
Oh, I couldn't do it while he's counting down.
I suppose
We
you
only
could.
had like 30 seconds. I
It would
thought.
be difficult. It would
Okay,
be
never mind
very
then.
difficult.
Nope, we're good.
Okay.
I'll just sink into the flowers.
Okay, fantastic. So, let's see. I see a 5 from Zephyr. Or is that a 10
No.
because you made it an advantage?
I made an advantage.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Aura, what was your result?
20.
20, very good. And Gast, what was your result?
13.
13. Zompano, what was your result?
6.
A 6, impressive. All right.
Very.
Revan, what was your result?
9.
A 9. And then from Zephyr, we have a 10. Very good, very good. Okay. So, Zompano, Junebug just floats right over to you. There are 3 herons just looking down at you and continuing to talk. They are asking if you know the gondola swans, and they are continually they are asking if there's any openings over there, and if they think that they could be gondola herons.
You know, if you were quiet, there'd be openings, but you know, it's too late for that.
They go on and on about how the gondola swans talk, and they like to pontificate, and they like to talk about existential things with their guests. Isn't that part of the job, is being talkative? And as they go on like that, Junebug just zips up right behind him and is floating right behind him and looking right down at you, Zompano.
And I just give a like, you can't be large.
Shortly after that, he begins looking around further in the flower beds, in the heron's nest, and spots Revan. And he says, "Oh, you almost had me there. Very good. Very good. Good show. Good show."
Oh, he wasn't really trying to hide at that
You
point.
say that.
Next, Junebug hovers out into the middle. He finds a couple of the other guests while they are doing their hiding, and then he looks over towards the Ferris wheel, where Biscuit is like dead-eyed, straight ahead, stiff as like very, very obviously trying not to look down. And as Junebug flies up to him, says, Biscuit's like, "What?" And he looks the opposite direction. Huh? I don't know.
There certainly isn't someone hiding here.
Junebug says that. Is there someone hiding here, Biscuit? He's like, no, absolutely not. No one here. No. And he keeps running. And as Junebug's looking at him, Biscuit's eyes keep darting straight down and then back up, then down, back up, then down and back up. And
Poor
Junebug
Biscuit.
flies down and finds you beneath the structure of the Ferris wheel. Zephyr.
Oh, Biscuit, you're a traitor.
Good game. Bye, Zephyr.
He's gonna flip him off again.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
His Zephyr just sulks away like a scorned child.
Biscuit obviously thinks that's some sort of like positive affirmation that Zephyr keeps giving
No.
him.
Crunchy. You can't eat pizza.
How many? This is a good question. The things... My FBI agent must be having a field day. Okay, yep. Biscuit does not understand the concept of flipping people off, for he only has 4 fingers.
Oh,
Oh my God.
baby.
Did you just look up can a hamster flip you off?
I looked
many
up how many
fingers
fingers does a hamster
hamster have?
Aw, poor Ted. He's confused.
That's a totally normal thing to look up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely normal.
It's NSA Ted.
Sorry, Ted.
Sorry, Ted. All right, and then
At least
finally,
he's never bored.
Gast and Aura begins flying around, and he's at the Ferris wheel, right? And he kind of floats away for a moment, and then stops, and then turns back. Begins looking around, and then he waves his hand, and pink glitter begins to fall from the sky all around the Ferris wheel and fall onto everybody on it.
You've been
He just
dispelled.
dispel magic. Yeah.
And Gast, your disguised self falls. He
Okay.
flies up to you and gives you a nod. Very clever. Very clever.
Not clever enough.
Well, I tried.
And finally, after another 20 minutes or so of searching, maybe not that long, maybe like 5-6 minutes of searching, right? Or it's like, did they forget about me?
No, she's just like chilling in the flowers, just like gossiping with them in whispers.
Right? And the fact that you're gossiping with them makes it seem like they're just gossiping with each other, making it seem even less suspicious.
Exactly.
Junebug admits defeat and concedes.
I win!
Wow.
Popping
And I
up from the
pop up
flower
out of the
bed.
flowers.
Yep. And he flies over to you and gives you a bow, still in the air, and says, "Congratulations." And then he waves his hand, and a rack of conical, what look like party hats appear. You haven't seen these yet, have you? The Witchlight prizes, or have you?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, she wasn't here.
Yeah, so there is a row of conical, what look like party hats with stoppers at the end and a string hanging down from them, a party streamer. He says, "Take your pick, and then you may roll a d8."
Oh, I got my spider.
A 4. A 4.
That's how I got my puppet.
Fantastic. So, Aura, taking your Witchlight prize, you take the streamer and you pull on it, and it pops out. Confetti and glitter come falling out of the bottom, and a bottle of wine drops out and directly into your hand.
Ooh. Bottle of wine.
Good boy.
Junebug congratulates you.
Oh, fantastic year. I just put it in my backpack.
Okay.
And I bow back at him.
Many golf claps were had this day. All right. Well, all right, everybody. With that, all that there is to be seen within the Pixie Kingdom has been seen, and the hour of the Witchlight Carnival's big top extravaganza is upon us.
We have to go. We have to go. It's time. Time.
Come one, come all to the big top extravaganza.
It's almost like you've been here before, Zompano.
I've heard it many a time.
Fantastic.
Or it's just like primming and prodding at herself, making sure she's presentable. Her hair is nice. Her outfit is clean from laying in the dirt.
Zapper comes up as she's doing that and just kind of messes with the bottom of her hair. Tussles a
Oh,
little
you're
bit.
so
Oh,
mean.
no. Such a little brother.
Older brother.
Elder brother, yep.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
Does he know that, right? Sure does act like a little brother.
That's the whole point. He's my elder brother, and I act like the older one. Except
Well,
for you
girls
know how
mature
important
faster.
this is.
It'll be alright. They've seen you before.
I know, but not both together. Like, this is
Abby,
the
don't
first
you
time in
worry.
years.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll wow them, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are very reclusive figures. Even those of you that have been at the carnival for years have likely never spoken to them for more than a sentence or two. And mostly that was probably to reprimand you for doing something dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been reprimanded probably more than once.
Mm-hmm.
They found a proxy.
I'm usually there when you are getting reprimanded.
Probably. Being like, I told him so.
Or they appointed Aura as your official reprimander.
Gast, you okay over there?
A kitten
Definitely.
attacked her keyboard.
Kitten attacked your keyboard.
It says poop.
It says poop. It says poop.
Ooh.
What? I don't think.
My-
Oh. Okay. Ooh, poop.
Ooh.
No. Oh, we're all adults here. Yes, we are. Oh.
I don't
My
blame
face.
you.
So sorry. Like, the minute I saw it come up, I was trying not to say anything, and then it intrusive thought to one.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Damn it. Okay.
We are your intrusive thoughts.
Literally dying.
Sorry,
over
guys.
here.
Crunchy put my laptop on airplane mode.
Your kitten's name is Crunchy?
Yes.
That's amazing. Wonderful kitten name. My favorite one ever will always be Walthazar Balthazar Fee Fife of Balthazar III, Grand Wizard.
Isn't
That's
that
quite
the name of
title.
the wizard on my hip?
Oh, right! I forgot you have that. The puppet of a wizard who...
Yes.
That's right! So,
Oh my god.
Aura
that
missed
poor
that last
wizard.
week. So
We're
one of
basically
Gast's Witchlight gifts. Don't say it. Don't say it. One of Gast's Witchlight gifts was a puppet in the shape of a wizard. You know, traditional wizard, old man with a beard and a big old pointy hat, and she could ask it questions. And on the tin it says that it will answer any questions about the magic or the arcana that you have. What it didn't tell you is that for a moment it snatches a real wizard from somewhere in the multiverse, drops him into that puppet to answer your questions for you.
Oh my.
It's
If I were to ask-
disconcerting, but hilarious at the same time.
So it's a minor image. It has 3 charges unless the minor image relates directly to the wizard. It's like the puppet. So I cast an illusion on it that it was a wizard who knew stuff about pixie dust, and a real wizard with a specialty in pixie dust appeared in the puppet.
Yep.
Could we ask the wizard puppet about the wine I just got?
I bet we could when we have a moment. Excuse me, Crunchy, fuck off.
It's so cute.
I
He is
cannot
Ah.
fuck off.
I miss having kittens. My kittens are all big now and they're just pains in my ass. Ah,
Good boy.
not really. I love my cats.
Good boy.
All right. Okay. So, asking about the wine on the way to the big top?
Oh wait,
Sure.
we'll wait. We can
Wait.
wait. The wine can wait.
No. Okay, whatever you want. It's
Yeah,
your
wine could wait. Wine could wait. Or is too focused on performance.
Wonderful. Okay. All right, everybody. You see the crowd beginning to pour into the big top. Callers from all over the carnival are shouting, Shops and rides are closing down temporarily as everyone, hands included, flow into the massive tented area. You all can see that magic has turned this big top. While it is sizable from the outside, it is multitudes bigger on the interior. Massive spectacle. Poles, dozens, if not 100 feet or taller high, with trapeze artists flying between them. Or you would see some of the artists that you have looked up to since the day you started here performing in there as well. Including, you spot Mr. Witch performing his extremely complex acrobatic routines, which is just the warm-up act for him, high up in the overhangs.
Aura's just watching like, one day I'll be just as good as him.
So, people continue to pour in. You see Mr. Witch make his way in from the back of the big top and solemnly take a seat near the back, like he always does. Near the back of the room, near the back of the audience, quietly observing, taking it all in, while Mr. Witch performs. You see several others. You see the massive bugbear making his way in as well. Their bugbear... I'm sorry, I forgot his name.
Bear Bug, the bugbear.
No, what is his
Bernstein.
name? Burley the bugbear. God damn, they make the names in here so easy, and yet I'm so dumb still. So Burley the bugbear, a massive specimen of a creature, but also with a very kind heart and a very intellectual mind. You see Palasha being wheeled in her big aquarium cart. Trailing behind her, a little bit behind, is a very distraught-looking Candlefoot, the clown mime. Fairy dragons fly in, and the guests of the Witchlight Carnival continue to make their way inside.
Zephyr's just waving at all the different hands and people he knows, just like, hi, hi.
Awesome.
Look at me. Do you know me? I know you. I've been watching you.
I have a question.
Notice me, senpai.
When we left the pixie area, did the hornet stinger get big with me?
It did. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
It did indeed. The pixies around you were quite shocked at this, saying that they've never seen anything like that happen before. Honey, the leader, God, their names. Whatever the leader's name was, Honeydew and Jeremy Plum. Him, I remember. Honeymint, thank you. Honeymint and Jeremy Plum watch this happen, and they say that it must have become connected to you somehow when it stabbed you.
Your blood.
Awesome.
Yeah, they look around and wonder what other kind of applications this might have.
Oh,
Then
Jesus.
fly
Go
back in.
stabbing
I would
random
not like
people.
I would like to not be stabbed. Not be on my laptop.
Right? Is it just gas? Do they have to stab gas specifically with things for them to be big when they come out, or can
Oh my
it be
God.
stabbed anybody? They have a lot of experiments to run.
And then the Pixie Kingdom changed completely.
And this was the day the Pixie Kingdom fell. So, Gast, your stinger is now quite formidably sized. You can turn it into a weapon, should you so choose, given
Yes.
time and equipment. So you need somebody that knows how to work a weapon, knows how to create and craft weaponry, and then you need to decide what kind of weapon you'd like it to be. Probably some sort of pole arm, since that's what you seem to be specializing in, but it can be whatever kind of weapon you want it to be. Depending on who you get to craft it for you, and other conditions will depend on the effectiveness of the weapon, but you can at least assume it's going to be a standard style of that weapon. And then depending on who you get to work on it for you, and the quality of work they can achieve, it may do more.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Crunchy.
Punchy. All right, everybody. The lights dim, and a hush begins to fall over the crowd. Some people still murmur, but there is an air of anticipation clinging to the atmosphere. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a lithe elven figure sitting atop a silver hoop, suspended above the center of the ring by silk ropes. He falls for what seems like a free fall for several seconds. The audience gasps, everyone thinking that this man is about to fall to his death. Some of you know better, though, as Mr. Witch expertly catches himself mere inches from impact with the ground. The elf wears a dazzling suit of diamond pane mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings, which, unlike many of yours, as he stretches his arms out, they begin to flap and pull him skyward. His scepter is topped with a spinning vane, and he begins waving it around through the crowd and pauses for a brief moment over the 5 of you collected. Gives you all a curious look, and then continues his sweep across the crowd. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted. And with that, the show begins. Fire erupts around the ring. Animals begin to make their way out. Performers begin to perform. And with that, the Big Top Extravaganza is underway. You all witness many different events. Burley the Bugbear, massive and intelligent, makes his way out into the center stage during one of these events. Lights dim. He holds out what looks to be a goblinoid skull and begins to recite epic poetry, while also bending massive steel bars with one hand and the ground into intricate patterns.
Oh my god. Man after my own heart.
Burley the Bugbear continues his performance, reciting several sonatas and making masterful pieces with the various implements that he's bent and shifted and shaped with his own 2 hands, from solid steel and iron. Once Burley has completed his performance and his feats of strength, the mermaid Palasha is wheeled out in what appears to be a clamshell at first, but as it opens, you all can see that inside it is a quite large aquarium. The mermaid swims within it and begins a hauntingly beautiful song. Palasha sings, and you can see a lot of the hands, they all look a little bit concerned. Palasha's songs usually aren't so sad, but this one tugs at your heartstrings. It's definitely of a far more distraught tone than she usually sings, and anyone who might be able to put these 2 things together would look over and see Candlefoot the Mime, who looks equally distressed. You see him open his mouth as if he's going to say something, and nothing comes out. Palasha looks towards him, hopeful, expecting.
Can't he just write a letter? Explaining.
Is this a tragic love story?
Yes. So sad.
It seems like something happened to him and he has lost the ability to talk, not just won't talk.
Did he make a deal with the Sea Witch?
Guys, it's worse. We got sucked into a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, no. He's a Swiftie.
Palasha's song continues. And soon after, as Palasha finishes her serenade, her song, her lament, her clamshell closes down, her pool seals, and she's rolled out away, and then Candlefoot himself comes out to perform. The mime's acts are usually jovial and exuberant, playing games and other such things with the crowd, his mime, but this time he mimes out a tragic love story.
Oh.
He begins.
Poor man.
He He begins to tell a rather poignant story of, just with his movement, almost an interpretive dance at this point, running into manipulating and using objects around him that aren't actually there. He is a quite skilled mime. He's able to convince you visually that everything around him is simply invisible. To the uninitiated and to those of you that haven't seen him before, would assume that somebody had simply cast invisibility on several objects and things around him, the things he's interacting with, the people he's interacting with. But he is just a master of his craft. Somebody can make an insight check. Anyone that's watching this and trying to find a deeper meaning to it can make an insight check.
Aura
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of us or just one?
Whoever would like to. Anyone watching this and trying to grasp a deeper meaning. Okay.
Yeah.
Zompano,
Yeah.
you see that he was just about... Well, you see him telling his story, that he was just about to express his love for Palasha, approaching her just after she finished a performance. He reaches out his hand, he's been preparing a speech, several lines, several words that he would say to her, expressing exactly how he feels, and practicing them for weeks, maybe even a month or more. He'd been practicing, working up the courage to do this. Finally worked up the courage, walked up to her, and when he tried to speak, only dust came from his mouth. His voice suddenly lost. He knew not what to do, and Palasha thought that she misunderstood his intentions. And yeah.
Just send her a text explaining everything, man.
What's the text? You mean like a letter?
A message.
Like
Yeah,
a
just
pigeon?
like a message.
Message
A messaging
in
style.
a bottle.
I think we need to help them.
Yep. We definitely need to.
I
We
mean,
need to solve this tragic tale
they're like,
and make... Oh, go for it.
oh, no, you go first.
Oh, turn tragedy into comedy.
Well, maybe not comedy, because they're like the carnival's it couple, you know?
No, as in the classic idea of comedy. You know how
Oh, okay.
comedy
Yeah.
always ends with like a happy ending type
Yeah,
play.
Yeah. I get what you mean, Zomp. Sorry about that.
Having high school flashbacks.
Yeah.
All right. After Candlefoot and Palasha's somber display, fairy dragons explode onto the set, fireworks go off, filling the area with light and color. Complete 180 shift on the mood. And bright streamers trailing from the back of these fairy dragons, they begin synchronized flying as troops of acrobats, clowns, and fire breathers parade about. This is nearing the climax of this big top extravaganza. All the performers come out, and it is just a menagerie of various different expert performances happening all at once. And then finally, as things begin to wind down, Mr. Witch concludes the main event with another extraordinarily impressive acrobatic feat. As he settles down on the ground, Mr. Witch steps out as well. The crowd silences. Mr. Light's exuberant and jovial behavior mirrored opposite in Mr. Witch, who walks out and immediately commands an air of respect and silence, and the crowd begins to quiet down. Mr. Witch then speaks. Welcome. We hope that you have enjoyed tonight's festivities. It is indeed a very special night. For tonight, we crown a Witchlight monarch like no other.
Oh.
We will choose from among our hands and, of course, our beloved guests in this once-in-a-lifetime event. So, several hours from now, just before the carnival concludes, gather here, and we shall crown the Witchlight monarch. them who has given the most joy and has had the greatest impact on this carnival shall be crowned, and you shall be a king, a queen, a monarch among fools. But first, right? The crowd erupts, everyone cheers and laughs. Those of you that have been working here would know that the Witchlight Monarch is never given to a hand. This is a first. This is a once.
Aura's
this is a
so
first.
excited. She's like,
Zephyr
Oh
is
my God.
right there with
Oh my
you. We're like teaming together.
we have to get it. We have to get it. We have to get it, brother.
Yeah.
It has to be us.
Oh.
There can
Or
be
it
only
has
one.
to be me. It has to be me.
Highlander. All right. So, with that, Mr. Light then says, and what better way for us to see what we're working with, see what our options are, than to open up the floor to all of you wonderful people in another Witchlight First, a Big Top Extravaganza's main event, is all of you. Who among you has something to show us? Who among you can perform a performance that will grip the hearts, intrigue the imagination, and test the mind?
Hell yeah.
Show us what you got!
You see Zephyr and Aura, just both of them hands at the same exact time to shoot straight up.
Show us what you got.
Show us what you got! So, what do y'all do?
Uh,
And-
Revan sinks deeper into his cloak and hood.
Oh.
Totally fine because those three hands are gonna eat this up.
Are we? What about our roles today?
Gast,
Um,
are you participating?
I think Gast will participate.
What are you gonna do?
She's excited.
So what are the four of you going to do? Revan, we will get back to what you can do in a moment.
Are the twinsies gonna do an act together?
Heck yeah.
Cool. So yeah, can the twins do something together? I would probably do something like, of course, on the trapeze, like silks and stuff like that.
Okay.
What would my
Zephyr?
twin be doing at the same time?
Zephyr would be up there, like, kind of like talking, like her, what's the word I'm looking for?
Spotter.
Her hype man. The hype man.
My
Ah.
MC.
He'd be like her hype man, but he's gonna be like on a unicycle, juggling and just throwing jokes out and just hyping up the crowd and hyping, like, every time she does some kind of cool move, he like makes it sound and cool, make it cooler just by hyping her up and stuff.
All right. Fantastic. Let's get performance checks from both of you.
I'm gonna give before we go up there, I'm gonna touch or on the shoulder, and be like, "You've got this," and give her inspiration.
Thanks, brother. And that's a D6 I add.
Right now, yes, it is a
Okay.
D6. And I am going to get to my performance. Son of a biscuit.
Okay. It's good. It's good. It's not breathtaking or it's not amazing. It's not your best performance, but
Average.
it is above average.
I had a 20 with my inspiration.
Ooh, okay. All right.
If
And
only
since
you
Aura
had your
does seem to
balls,
be
Zephyr.
the what was that?
If you only had Grandpa's
If only you had your
balls.
balls, Zephyr.
My grandpa's balls, yeah.
Oh no, this is gonna be a thing. All right,
It is already.
it's already a thing.
It was the first words out of my mouth. I'm so sorry. Again, intrusive thoughts 1.
All right. So, Zompano and Gast, what are you two up to?
I would like to make a little show of animal taming with a little thorn whip. You know, kind of like the classic one, but like sort of barbarian-y. Doing some like a little doing a little like
Did I
lion
get
tamer
kicked off
whip
again?
thing, and with a chair and like wrestling.
Okay. And are you and
Yeah.
Gast doing separate acts? Gast?
Her voice.
Can
Try
you-
again.
Testing?
Yes, we
Hear
got
you
you.
now.
There you
Anybody?
go.
Can you hear us? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you, Ace.
Yes, we can.
She apparently cannot hear us.
No!
Oh,
Restart Discord.
No!
Mercury is in Gatorade.
Oh, God.
what?
Mercury's Mercury's in retrograde, and it just started like last week.
That's why this week's been nuts.
Planets.
And how long does it go?
A month.
Cool. So now I have an excuse for stuff now.
Yeah.
Not only that, we just had a full moon with an eclipse in Scorpio. So things are just a little topsy-turvy in like the astrological world, so it's fine.
Ace, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hello?
Hey!
Yay!
Fantastic. Would you like to do a solo performance, or would you like to perform with Zampano?
Solo.
All right.
actually.
So, Zampano, you are up first. Go ahead and make an animal handling check to start.
Alrighty.
Wonderful. So, Zampano, what do you do?
Let's see. I kind of do like what the Chris Pratt did in Jurassic World, where he kind of just like does the whole like hand thing, and like just tries to gain the animal's trust.
All right.
Yep. And then at the same time, like start doing like a play wrestle with I think like a bear.
Nice. Okay, so let's follow it up with an athletics check.
Okay. I'm not so great at athletics, so.
Good.
Bear wrestling. I don't think there's a way around athletics for bear wrestling.
It's a show. It's a performance of bear wrestling, not real wrestling.
Okay, you can go ahead and make a performance check then.
Pretty bad still.
Hey!
But, hey!
Very nice.
The
Very
dice in my
nice.
favor.
All right. Now, fantastic. So, again, a good performance. I don't know if it's really drawn the attention of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light just yet, but it is still a very nice it's still a solid performance. Very well done. People are watching. You have a good chunk of the crowd fixated on you while you do this, and by the time you finish, there are many people clapping. That is very obviously very much for Zampano.
So at the end of my act, I just like raise my hands up, summon my thorn whip, and just whip it, and then the bear just roars.
Nice. Awesome. All right, Gast, what is your performance?
So, Gast is going to find a little spot, with her halberd out. Okay, you know what? Fuck this. There's no point in trying if I can't come through.
What's up?
No one
we
can
can
hear
hear
me.
you.
There's
Yeah,
no
we
I
can.
hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, Ace.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Phenomenal. Gast is going to find a little spot, like with her halberd, like give herself like a 10-foot like circle.
Uh-huh.
Put down her hood and throw up one packet of the pink pixie dust.
Oh, we don't know what it does,
We don't.
but now we'll find out.
We're gonna find out
Gast?
together.
You take to the air. You now have a fly speed of 30 feet.
Oh.
Wow.
Then she is doing like halberd full tricks with the halberd, like training drills, I guess, but pretty. In
Fantastic.
the air.
Flourishes.
And she has like horns, and her hair is crazy long behind the hood, and it looks pretty neat.
Fantastic. So, with this aerial performance of martial prowess, Gast, let's go ahead and start things off with an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Make a trio of them, if you don't mind.
Oh gosh. Oh my god, it's getting worse.
I'll give
It
you
got
that
better.
19.
There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic. So, with two of your strikes, as you go through your katas, if you will, your battle maneuvers in the air, you have transfixed several of the different audience members. People are watching, people are taking note. Let's go ahead and see if you can turn this into an actual performance, Ghast. Let's get a performance check. 13.
Well,
Okay. All right. So, while your attacks are masterful and the overall effect is quite good, it does come through just a bit that you may not be a performer just yet. Potential is there and may come in important later. So, we have performances. You could call them successful performances from Zombino, Ghast, and Aura and Zephyr. Revan, if you wouldn't mind, your passive perception is 16, right?
Yes.
Okay. Stand by. Come on. Ooh, okay. Revan. As this final performance is going on, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. A figure, black hooded, hunched over. As they move, you see what looks like a black beak pointing out from the front of this. Pointing out from the front of the cloak. Much like that of a Kenku. The Kenku kneels down. There's a sack next to her. She looks around conspiratorially and then opens the sack, and you see what looks like several hairless cats with enormous ears and very dark, almost black skin come crawling out. Almost a dozen of them. They look around maliciously and begin working their way into the seats, the racks, into the rafters. What do you do?
I'm going to see if I can sneak up closer to the Kenku.
Okay. Make a stealth check. 23. Very nice, very nice.
Oh yeah.
Sleigh bells?
I hear those sleigh bells ringing.
There is sleigh bells. Interesting.
It's a winter festival
Winter
sound.
festival. Yeah, I never noticed the sleigh bells in it before. All right. Revan, you approach the Kenku. You're able to sneak up on her. Her sack is emptied, and she turns around just in time to see you. She lets out a cry of alarm and turns and tries to bolt from you.
I'm going to try to chase and tackle the Kenku.
All right. People shout in alarm as Revan rushes through the crowd, chasing a black-cloaked figure. The rest of you would see this as Revan takes off chasing after this individual. Revan, I need an athletics check from you. 19. Very, very nice. Oh! You grab onto her cloak, whip her around. She slips out from the cloak. And
Can
with
I
that,
still raise barbs that?
sure. Well, I don't know. Let's go ahead and roll me a straight d20. We'll call it a DC 15. We'll call it a reflex save. Straight d20 roll. Flat check.
Nope.
Zephyr, you are not quick enough.
Okay.
She whips around. You get a full look at this Kenku now. She looks alarmed. She looks scared. Make an insight check. Revan.
Will do.
Okay. Alright.
I have no more inspo, or I'd give it to you.
She whips around
Sorry,
and runs
wasted
just
it.
in... Go ahead.
I said, sorry, you wasted it, the inspo. You gave it to me.
Alright. She whips around, slips your grip, and just in time to hear someone scream as you see one of these little gremlin creatures high up in the poles, high up in the rigging of the tent of the big top, and it just kind of looks up at it and makes like a wave of its hand at it, and a little bit of fire ignites, dropping a section of the big top down. People shout and scream and begin to scatter.
Can I ray of
fly? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I ray of frost the burning part?
Yeah, absolutely. So you do so. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Nice.
Aura, as your magic goes off and lances up towards them, you see all of these little creatures, several of them, immediately stare at you. Their eyes go wide, and they all begin to crawl out from underneath the seats up in the rafters and begin to encircle the five of you. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light seem to have their hands full dealing with a pod of these little creatures themselves, as do several of the other Witchlight hands throughout the area. These ones are yours. Roll initiative, everybody.
We
will.
I love these little
Oh,
fuckers.
wow.
They're my favorite.
What are they?
little
Little
fuckers.
Yeah.
John gets it.
I don't think any of you would be familiar with them just yet. All right.
Oh wow, we have Zomp and Gas with the same initiative. That's so cool.
And they scored very low on theirs. So here we go. Yast, what would you like to do?
I am flying, so I'm going to
You
stay
are.
up top and pick off the one. Is this one up top too?
Let's say
On the
that let's say that these two are up in the rafters. The two that are on the ropes are up in the rafters. So this one and this one are up in the rafters.
Okay. I'm going to fire my longbow at that one.
Okay.
Goes at
12 just hits
Hooray.
for 9
For
piercing.
9
Wow.
piercing.
Okay. That thing is almost knocked down from the rafters. Let's see if it can save itself. It do. It's rolling in the open. Everything is rolling in the open. You all get to see the first roll of everything, apparently. All right. Okay. Anything else from Gast?
No.
Zompano.
No.
Okay, Zumpano seeing a weak one. We're just gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Nice.
Zompano, 25 certainly hits. But as soon as you cast that, could you please roll a d6 for me?
Oh, sure.
It didn't give you crit damage. Oh, critical fire, never mind.
5, you say. Zompano, the moment that you cast your spell, before it even makes impact, the creature that you were looking at and aiming at sneezes violently and explodes.
Oh, ew.
What the fuck?
Can I glean anything from that explosion? Other than it was gross?
It exploded, and pieces of it seem to be falling down to the ground.
No, thank you. Okay.
They land
maybe-
on the ground and begin to move.
Oh no, I don't like that.
There is now a swarm of them.
Oh, I hate that. Can you take that away,
I
please?
have no art for it, so that's what we have.
Okay. Maybe it's for the best.
Grimishkas? Grimishkas?
Grimishkas.
Grimishkas.
That sounds
Yeah.
very Russian to me.
It is most definitely an Eastern European creature.
I'm gonna
At
move
least
over
the
here.
lore that it's based on is.
And yeah, done.
Aura.
Cool. Seeing that and seeing how they react. I would have noticed how they reacted when I shot the Ray of Frost to like stop the big top from burning,
Yeah,
right?
they all got very interested.
Okay. and then not good interested, bad interested in this case. I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to pull out my short bow and fire at this one.
Cool. 12 hits.
Look, 2. 8 piercing.
Good hit, good hit. Alright, it be injured.
And then I'm going to be like, magic bad. Magic bad. It makes more of them. Magic bad.
Sure it's magic?
I'm sure it's magic, because remember, you just exploded one. They all came running as soon as I cast magic. Magic bad. And I'm just gonna cock another arrow and get ready to fire. Just like flip-flopping in between this one and this one.
Awesome. Okay. Zephyr, hearing your sister yelling out magic bad, what do you do?
You just hear a harumph from him, like, ah, and you see him whip out his rapier and just charge this one over here.
Okay.
And he's going to wipe at it.
That's it.
Hey!
Nice! Go, big bro.
Very nice, very nice. Skewering the little creature, it is felled.
Noise.
And no explosion?
No explosion.
Okay, magic bad.
Zephyr's gonna reconfirm her that we need to kill them with mundane weapons. Don't use our magic.
Revan.
Revan is going to approach the one closest to him, and he's going to make he's going to stabify it.
24 hits. Ooh, unfortunate.
Low damage. 4
Low
piercing on that
damage.
one. He is going to do the 2-weapon fighting thing, though, where it just does not
Nice.
add the +3 to it.
Yep.
And take a second swing. I thought I clicked on it. Maybe I didn't.
9 is no good.
Ah, crud. Nope, okay. And then he's going to get ready to probably get set on fire or something.
Kremishka! Yeah. First off, the swarm. Who firebolted it? Zampano did.
I did.
Oh,
The swarm does swarm things and charges directly at Zampano.
Hmm.
Yay.
Aura, you have 2 of them coming for you, being
Oh,
the
no.
other who successfully cast a spell. The others simply go for whoever's closest. Zephyr, this one drops down and you see its arms extend, very flying squirrel-esque, as it zips down right towards you, Zephyr. So, let's get the
Okay.
big ones out of the way. Zampano. The Swarm.
Yes.
16 to hit, Zampano.
That just about hits.
Okay, oh. Okay. And we'll just do that. Oh, that is a huge hit. That's a max damage roll. I hope that didn't kill you.
16 total damage?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
Down he goes!
Are you down or are you dead?
He's
down?
not dead. I just looked, it'll
I'm
take 22
down.
damage to kill him outright.
Yeah. 22 is what kills me outright. Level
The
1!
swarm converges on Zampano's body and begins sniffing at him, trying to find the magic.
Oh, I really hope I'm okay.
Aura.
I hope I'm
11 to
okay. That doesn't hit.
22 to hit.
That does hit.
Ooh, it's big. It is 3 piercing and 3 force.
6.
It's actually a low roll for them.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Level 1.
Level 1. Level 1.
Okay,
We asked for this.
Revan! Bite! Are they all just rolling in the open?
yeah.
Yeah, 17
Mhm.
does hit.
Nice. Okay. Here we go. Alright, you were looking at 2 piercing and 2 force.
So 4 damage.
Why are they still rolling in the open?
To bother you.
Indeed. Huh.
That's a lot
That
of
is
damage.
so weird. I'm trying to figure out why they're still rolling in the open. I still haven't figured out. Somebody is helping you. Making sure that these attacks do not do their full, but there we go. Alright,
Swarm did full damage.
Yeah.
it did. You are correct.
Am I still up? Or
Yes,
is
you
there
would
not
be.
attacking?
No, you're right. You're right. It would only done 8. The guests here are protected to a limited degree. Okay, it looks like we're good now. Ha! Nope.
Nope.
Y'all are fucked. All right. That's so much damage. All right.
Death by rats.
Death by rats, right? There we go.
I left
Okay.
New York City for this.
Can we get a big picture of them?
Yes.
Oh, hard pass.
Excuse me.
Cursed.
Okay. I think, nope, we still have the ones that are attacking Revan, and
You already attacked Revan, you gotta attack me.
here we go.
Mhm.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
It is 3 piercing and 2 force.
So 5.
Gas.
Gas is panicking because all her friends are bleeding. I think I would like to attack the swarm
At advantage.
with arrow.
Yeah, you're flying, I forgot.
19
19 does hit.
for 5 piercing.
5, all
The
right.
swarm.
Boo. All right.
And I tell everyone to stop bleeding and fight back.
I
Stop
look up at
dying,
Gas and I'm like,
cowards!
I am.
Says the one that got stabbed by a stinger.
Zompino.
I didn't
Okay.
stop fighting, did I?
No, I just pull out my club and just be like, okay, spell's bad.
But
I'm hitting the weak one.
Hmm. 10 is no good.
Okay, I will continue to try and just look intimidating. But that is all.
All right. Aura.
I'm definitely not going to get the swarm down with a measly dagger.
Could always try
I'm
casting a
gonna-
spell.
Huh?
Could always try casting a spell.
No.
Ha 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 ha. No.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. I'm gonna stab this one.
Okay.
That's biting my butt. For 18.
18 hits.
5
piercing. Down it goes.
And I'm just gonna be like, can we deal with this? And I'm just like tiptoe dancing, trying to like keep them from biting my toes as I'm holding like my side or wherever they bit me.
All right. Zephyr.
He is going to attempt to stab again.
Stab. 21 hits. 9. Fells another.
Woohoo! And then he's gonna run up here.
Thanks, bro.
I got you, sis.
Revan.
Revan, as this thing has bit in his arm and is going to take the opportunity to try to stab with this other blade, with one blade.
Okay. 22 hits. 9.
9 piercing.
Drops another.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Bye, guys.
Question: with that little ability to do the attack with the second light weapon, can I do that after I move?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get up here to flank this thing, and I'm going to try to jab in the midst of that with said sword.
Nice. 9 is no good. Oh,
And
11 is also no good.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Granishka.
That's the arm that it bit. That's the arm that it bit. That's why it missed.
Nice. All right. It has 3 options. Gast, we start with you. Gast, it's you.
I'm flying.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gast, it's
she's
not you.
on the floor.
We have 2 options. You know what? There is still 3 options.
Yeah,
There is still 3.
me,
Yeah.
Zamp, and Revan.
So I think that makes it
I'm sorry,
Revan.
guys.
if we're going in the same order, that does in fact make it Revan. It still has more than half of its hit points, so
Sorry, buddy.
12 to hit Revan.
That misses.
All right. Jeez, that would have been
Yay.
massive.
What would it have been? I want to know.
Before it got halved for the magic of the Witchlight Carnival, it would have been 23.
Oh god.
I would have been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have almost been dead.
No,
then,
that would have
because
killed
my
you, Revan, with your
started.
missing hit points. It would have taken you down. So 23 would have taken you down to 0, and then the 12 overkill.
Yeah.
That
It'd
would've
only
been a kill
be
shot.
if it's 23. If it did 23 damage, it needed 1 more point to do double.
Right, it just needs to reduce you to 0 and then do 12 more.
You're-
Is what it would need to do.
And you're already missing a
Oh,
point.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm already
Yep,
missing
yep,
some.
yep.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that would have.
Just in case it becomes relevant later.
You know, when we actually die.
All right, Gast. Oh no, there's
Gast?
still one. There's still one more Gramishka
Mhm.
who has 2 targets.
3.
3. Thank you. Zomp is 1. It is
Oh
Zomp.
god.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm ready.
22 to hit.
Strong man.
I mean, that hits.
It's 2 piercing and 2 force.
Yeah, I'm down.
Death save, Zomp.
Wait, gas needs to go.
Oh, did I skip the Gast? I did skip Gast. Go ahead, Gast.
Gast is pretty pissed off that her friends are, dying. So she's going to shoot another arrow into the midst of the swarm.
13
13?
hits.
For 3 piercing.
Okay.
Sad 1 roll.
Oh.
Now Zomp can make a death save.
Roar!
Hey,
Right.
1 success.
Aura.
I'm gonna stab the swarm with my dagger.
Stew. 19
Stew.
hits.
5
piercing.
piercing.
Very good, very good.
Oh,
Anything else?
No, I stabbed the swarm.
Oh, you slapped the swarm, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the heavy hitters out of here.
Okay, that does reduce it to less than half HP. Alright, anything else?
No. I'm scared now that it's at half HP. I don't know what that means.
Zephyr? Swarms are less effective when you've killed a lot of the swarm.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, does that mean something bad?
Oop, I miss.
Yep.
Oop.
Revan?
We're taking 2 swings at the swarm.
21 hits. 8 does not.
Yeah, and since Zap's down, I don't have advantage, so 9 piercing.
9 piercing. It is nearly done. There's only a couple of those little fuckers left in there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
And that is my turn.
That does unfortunately bring us back to their turn. 2 targets. The swarm. Revan. Half health.
It's me.
Ooh, 23 to hit Revan.
That hits.
2 piercing, 4 force.
So 6 total.
And other Gramishka, 2 good targets. Starting with Aura. It's Zephyr.
Oh, thank God. Sorry, Rob.
You're
I'm
fine.
at 1 hit point.
It's only a 7 to hit.
It misses.
Gast.
Back to the swarm.
22 hits.
22?
23 definitely hits.
For
6
piercing.
piercing takes it down.
Nice.
I feel like the last 2 of the swarm, she just like shish kebabbed like
Nice.
duo.
All right. Zampano, good
And
luck to
then-
you. Sorry, Gas, was there anything else?
I was just gonna move, have her fly over here.
Okay.
Survival instinct! Roar! Oh, that was a no. Okay, 1 success, 1 failure.
Aura,
I stab.
successful stab.
Trying to die.
3. I just.
All right. Anything else?
No. I'm crying because Zomp's dead.
I'm not dead yet!
Zephyr.
I don't know that.
I'm
I
getting
think you're
better!
dead.
Not good. Not good. Anything else from Zephyr?
No.
Revan.
He's going to move here since this thing is still alive.
Yeah.
And is Gast flying high in there, or is she lower towards the ground?
She's
Yes.
keeping out of reach. Yeah, she went 30 feet up the first.
Okay.
Wouldn't be doing her.
Okay. So 2 regular strikes on this thing.
Sorry.
You don't even
It's a
need
good one.
it.
Jeez,
Double
all right.
20s.
Revan, the last beast is felled. With that, everybody, you begin to hear sound of slow clapping. As this battle raged on, the majority of the big top was emptied. The only ones who remain are Burly the Bugbear, Mr. Witch, Mr. Light, and a couple of the other more capable looking hands looking around, felling the last of these little Gramishka creatures. And Mr. Witch is doing a slow clap.
Zephyr's gonna bow.
Same.
He walks
I
up to you
gurgle.
all.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I before I
gurgle.
bow, because I have a healing potion too from earlier. Right?
Mr. Witch would have dropped down from up above and immediately cast Cure Wounds on Zampano.
Okay, good.
Thank you! What is
Mr.
that,
Witch
a
dropped
D8?
down. A truly impressive feat. It really does add to the drama when you're down there bleeding.
Yeah, D8 plus the spellcasting modifier of the caster.
That would be a plus 5.
Okay.
Gas just immediately puts her hood back up.
Mhm.
Aura's tying her more flowy long skirt around her
I'm
waist.
alive!
Mr. Witch is like over Zampano talking about how much drama it adds to the situation, pretending to be dead, and did such a good job of it.
Yes, there were
Zephyr's
actual
just-
stakes.
Bowing with a flourish like this was all
Uh,
just a performance.
Revan is fetching the healing potion from under his cloak. Rips off the cork with his teeth, spits it to the side, and chugs it.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light
2d4
are
plus-
both looking at you. Mr. Witch has his arms crossed in front of him. He says, "Carnival is in your debt. You did not have to intervene, and you proved to be the most courageous amongst us here. Very well done.
Mhm.
After the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch tonight, come and see us in the staff area.
Oh my god.
We wish to congratulate you more officially.
I
Mr.
turned
Witch
to-
does a somersault, stands up next to Mr. Light, and rewards you thoroughly. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Oh my god. I turn to Aura and Zephyr and be like, I think we're getting a promotion.
Zephyr's just elated.
Aura's dumb shock. Like, Mr. Witch, Mr. Light, it's an honor to protect the home you've given us.
We're
Mr.
protecting
Light smiles.
our
Isn't it,
home,
though?
Too.
Mr. Witch
You have to
nods solemnly. We look forward to
This is-
hearing what you have to say later. I'm sure you all have very interesting tales to tell.
Yes. And I just like clench my side as I open the potion bottle.
They're just like, thank you guys, and thank you for such a wonderful life you've given us here.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr, make an insight check.
Aww.
All right, everybody. Mr. Witch, his face a stoic mask, unreadable, gives Zephyr a little nod as he says that, and then turns to leave without saying anything else. Mr. Witch thanks you all once again and departs. And with that, everybody, we are going to call it a session here. When we come back
All
next
right.
week, you will spend what is likely to be your last day at the Witchlight Carnival.